Let's get it. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, so they say. It's good to see you, Vinny. Welcome to the stream. We're locked in as per usual, taking a look around the markets, talking all things cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, blockchain technology, cryptographic encryption. We're talking about Bitcoin, we're talking about altcoins, we're talking about meme coins and everything in between coins. Whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Tron, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Hyperliquid, Monero, Canton, Chainlink, Stellar, Zcash, Hedera, Shiba, AVAX, and everything in between. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. What is good? It's an absolute pleasure to see you guys. We are locked in the trenches right now. Good to see you, Bark. Yeah, I'm doing the same old, same old. I can't complain. You know me, I keep it easy. Yo, it's good to see you, Oz. That's funny, man. Yeah, you buy them at the gas station out there in Denver. Not that I would trust any of those from the gas station. Let's get it. Welcome, welcome. Pleasure to see you guys. Alright, I think I'm done sending this link around, so let's rock and roll. Let's get it. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's get it. Alright. How goes it, everybody? How we doing today? Let's get a W in the chat if you've been winning lately. Let's get an L in the chat if you've been losing. W in the chat if you've been winning. Let's get an L in the chat if you've been losing. Oz is up as per usual. W in the chat if you've been winning. L if you've been losing. Where we at, chat? Come on, wake up. Wake up. I want to see some energy. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Yeah, Vinny's up. Sosa's up. Bark is down. This coin just God candle wicked up to 60K. Short L, long W. That's real. It's that kind of market. We've taken a decisive upward turn. Now, I don't think we're out of the woods yet, but if you take a look around, pretty much everything's ranging upwards. Total crypto market caps gained 4% in the past 24 hours. $100 billion in 24-hour trading volume, trending downwards going into the weekend. Weekends are historically pretty low volume times. Bitcoin's up 3.6% on the day. ETH is up 6% on the day. XRP up 4% on the day, BNB up 2.7% on the day, and Solana is actually up the most out of all of the big dogs with a whopping 8% gain on the day. Another drop coming? Yeah, I think so, but we're probably going to scam wake up and wipe out a couple short positions, and then we'll continue the regularly scheduled dump. I still want to see Bitcoin hit 30, 40, 50K within the next 2-3 months. Let's take a look around. Everyone's making derivatives of Pippin. Pippin, one of the worst coins that I've ever seen in my entire life, but somehow still went crazy. This is punch right here. Not sure what we're punching. It looks like a monkey with a stuffed monkey. Things at $1 million market cap. Let's zoom out on this. It just did an absolute god candle on the 8th day. You see this? You've been shorting Pippin? Then you're going to be up pretty soon, bro. 130K on the bottom, topped out at 1.4 mil. A clean 10x in one candle on the 8th day of the coin. Pretty impressive, honestly. Pretty rare motion on this chart. If you had been holding this for a while, congratulations. I'm not sure why you would ever want to, but it totally ripped right out of the gate. It's going higher? Why? What's the point? It's literally a coin about a monkey. They say that they're going to donate the proceeds of this coin to a monkey. What the hell is a monkey going to do with the proceeds, bro? You want to give a monkey $1 million? Let's keep looking around. Barking puppy going absolutely parabolic for the past few days. Now up to $10 million market cap. Zoom out on this. Topped out at 17 mil right out of the gate, pretty early in its career. Fell down quite a bit, all the way down to 1.3, so 90% retrace. Now it's back up to 10 mil. Pretty impressive. Look at Botcoin. Let's do it. Botcoin. Botcoin. Sorry, I don't see a Botcoin that's worth looking at. Can you look at right? Sure. Let's go find it. Right. I know that's right. Oh, yeah. I was just looking at this, but this doesn't look good. Oh, I guess it does look good. I initially read this as 25K, not 250K. $250,000 market cap. What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that? You gooning on my market, man? You gooning in my market right now. That has to be AI generated. This thing topped out at 320K, now at 240. Let's zoom in a little bit further. See these candles. It's hitting a retrace, but it just wicked up like crazy. Seems like there's a couple of runners around here. Gotta watch the video? Brother, I don't want to watch any video with this as the thumbnail. Are you serious? This is a children's stream. Like, pooping is right up here, all the way at 80K now. We've seen this gain 50% in the past 5 minutes. Still ripping like crazy. Did you look at Baby Pippin? Not yet, but I gotta admit, that's one of the worst narratives I've ever heard in my entire life. You talking about this thing that's at 2K market cap? I hope you're not. Now, I don't see a Baby Pippin that's actually worth looking at. I see Simpin. I see Pippin Poopin. Here's Baby Pippin. 270K market cap, 5 hours old. Topped out at 375. Fell down quite a bit. They pretty much rug pulled this. Now it's climbing back up. The baby plus narrative trend has existed for a long time. It had its most success on the Binance Smart Chain probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's one of the worst derivative formulas in the entire crypto market. Just adding baby to the front of a successful trend is probably the laziest thing that you could ever do as a developer. Obviously, because it's a derivative of a multi-$100 million meme coin, it's still catching some bids. But I would not put my eggs in this basket, in my opinion. As soon as the Pippin play starts dropping, this is going to fall as well. Yo, good to see you, JoJo. We're still pushing it. Oh, where do I think Solana will be in the next couple weeks? I think it'll be in the short term, it might go up as high as 90, maybe even 100. But a little bit longer than that, I think it's going to go back down probably around 70, maybe even 60, 50, depending on how bad the macro gets. I think we might see Solana as low as $40 this cycle, honestly, which would be crazy. It would be pretty intense. Look, Jester Coin just went from 200K all the way up to 430. It's insane. Is blockchain the future if all the founders are selling? Wait till you find out what the stock market founders are doing. They're eating babies and shit, bro. How do you find good projects over here? It's all about narrative, volume, and distribution. Mostly looking for good narratives with high volume and healthy distribution. You think we'll see $4 Link? What's Link at right now? Let's go take a look. 8.85. Yeah, I think $4 Link is reasonable. I do expect pretty much every coin in the market, including Bitcoin, to cut in half before the end of the cycle. We're starting a bear run crawl. Right now we're on a bit of a pump just because we're trying to wick out all the short positions, but after that, there's not going to be much to save us. And when deaf sell, you need to go out there or what? Go out where? No, you don't have to go anywhere, bro. You could sell it from the comfort of your home. When are you shorting? I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm a rapper. You short when things are going down, and you long when things are going up. That's the name of the game. Yo. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in. It's a crypto rap exclusive. Do you leverage? No, not really. But we have a Perps and Leverage channel with a top 1% leverage trader that frequently posts his calls and his reads on the market. That's the place to go if you're interested in leverage. He's eerily accurate. For example, he predicted this upward trend. Is he as handsome as you? Unfortunately not, but he's still a good guy. And that's what matters. Not many are as handsome as me. How have I been? I've been pretty well. Do I think Solana's going to go lower? On the long term, yes. Studious Talk says, I just put half my port in money, pop butt pibble inu. Studious, I wish I could go back in time and not read that sentence. I wish I could go back in time and not read that sentence. What's the name of the site? This is Axiom. AXIOM.trade. Axiom.trade. Make sure you use the code CRAP. C-R-A-P. 4 letters. The C is for crypto. The rap is for rap. Hope you're feeling better now. Yeah, I'm feeling much better now, D. Adams. Thank you, bro. I'll admit, I was a bit under the weather for quite some time. I really got hit by the jungle bug when I came back from Kuala Lumpur. But I'm pretty much cured. Biggest thing I've been struggling with lately is just been sleeping too much, man. Been sleeping too much. I've been too tired. One thing I haven't recovered from is the fatigue. What event do I think will cause money to flow back into crypto? There's a couple of things, but they're all pretty out there. So one, for example, is if the president decides to give everyone those stimulus checks that he's been pretending that he wants to give us. If suddenly every American gets around $1,000 to $2,000, then there's going to be a lot of money in the market. But realistically, I think the institutions want to hold people's heads underwater. I think the banks, I think the states, I think the big companies want to accumulate a lot of crypto for very small numbers. So I think they're going to push it down. I think there's going to be a lot of market manipulation. I think there's going to be heavy sells, a lot of baits of longs that they scam wick up, and then shorts. Or sorry, baits of shorts that they scam wick up, and then longs that they just obliterate. I really think that we're going to be on a death march for the next few months. This to me is starting to feel a little bit like the end of 2021 going into 2022. Bitcoin saw as low as $15,000 in that year. Solana saw as low as $8 in that year. It was a pretty bad year to be in the market. And 2023 wasn't much better. So I really think that it goes down before it goes up. Like that's the only thing that's going to make the market recover. The only thing that's going to make the market recover is being so bad that finally all the big institutions, states, and banks can buy a bunch of crypto for the low. Then they're going to make it illegal for you guys to buy crypto without KYC. And then they're gonna win. Crypto is going to be over, at least in its original vision. But the prices are going to go up. I lost 0.2 SOL today, then 1.4, then down 0.7. What do I do? My port is 0.7 SOL now. Will you keep locking in, little bro? Turn that 0.7 into 70. What is KYC? KYC is know your customer. Know your customer. It's a policy or a prong of anti-money laundering law that basically means that you have to show your identity, usually your ID or your passport, in order to make any transactions on a centralized exchange. It's a big deal because crypto was supposed to be anonymous. Crypto was supposed to be money for the internet. Crypto was supposed to be acceptable for anyone. But now that's not so true. Now they want to make sure that nobody's actually getting rich. As soon as they realized that people could actually get rich on this, they realized they needed to figure out who was getting rich on this. Because certain people are allowed to get rich, and certain other people are not allowed to get rich. The window's closing on your guys' ability to get rich. Let's keep looking around. This is me in a world full of sheep. That's how I feel every time I'm streaming here on TikTok. This thing went up to 372,000, still ranging upwards. Pretty decent chart right here. Can you look at Crustafarianism, coin with AI church? Yeah, we were just looking at it. 1.8 mil is not a bad market cap. Recent all-time high at 4.5 mil on the 12th of February, which was just yesterday. Honestly, not a bad looking chart. They also want their cut of the pie for doing absolutely nothing. It couldn't be any other way, bro. It couldn't be any other way. But are the trenches going to survive? Absolutely, man. Just take a look around, for example, at the landscape of prediction markets and sports predictions, right? These things have become intensely popular. They're the brand new multi-billion-dollar industry. Why? Because people are broke, people are poor, and people are dumb. And because people are broke, poor, and dumb, they want to try and make money very fast on things that they realistically don't have any edge on. It's the same, really popular. It's going to be very, very lucrative for those who know what they're doing. Very lucrative for the house, so to speak. So your job is to lock in so that you can have the skills necessary to be better than the 99% of other market participants so that you can be the house and outperform and take their exit liquidity. That's going to be the name of the game. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in right now. We're in the trenches. Another day, another dollar. Trying to find a good play. Show some love for my new project, bro. Wolf Fang. I don't know about showing love, but I'll pull it up. Wolf Fang. Sir, your project has $78 volume within the past 24 hours. My DoorDash has more volume than your meme coin in the past 24 hours. What's the deal with that, bro? How do you have 3,000 more liquidity than you have market cap? I'm really impressed by that. Also, what the fuck is a Wolf Fang, bro? Are you some kind of a Teen Wolf fan or something? You like Twilight? You're new? I can tell. But being new is actually not a good reason to buy a coin. Being new is actually a reason to not buy a coin. Luis, let me show you something. Today in the market, 43,000 coins were created. 43,000 coins were created. Your coin has to be better than 42,999 other coins. You being totally new, how are you going to make your coin better than 42,999 other coins? Seems far-fetched, right? Keep in mind, this isn't a video game. This isn't a new Roblox game. This isn't an Instagram post where you're like, please like my post because I'm new, my account's new. This is the market, and this is real people's real hard-earned money. The standard by which you have to perform, the consumer appetite that you have to meet is very high. You have to actually build something that's worth investing in. Keep in mind, this is people's real money. So keep that in mind as you keep building your project, bro. There's a lot of ways to swing it. People have bought plenty of dumb projects before. I'm not saying your project's dumb, but I am saying it's outside of the conventional market appetite. So good luck. You're going to have to work hard if you want to see any motion on that chart. Not you know, unique to you, but literally just because you're competing against 42,999 other coins that release every single day. That means in any given week, you're looking at literally 200, 300,000 coins that you have to compete against. Isn't that crazy? The numbers are stacked against you, bro. That doesn't mean it's impossible, but it means you're going to have to work really fucking hard. Look, 88,000 on the top here on Poopin'. Charts ranging up pretty crazy. So far, so good. Man, every time I see this coin, I get sick to my stomach. Jesus says, so this isn't like futures or options? This, you basically buy in at low and hope memes skyrocket? Yes, this isn't like futures or like options. Futures and options are like a walk in the park with a baby stroller. Meme coins are like jumping out of a helicopter with a snowboard. These are the extreme sports of finance. They're the most volatile financial sector on the planet. The most highest risk, the most highest reward. You could start with nothing. You could have very low starting capital and turn it into thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars if you're in the right place at the right time. But, like I just said, there's 40,000 plus coins that come out every single day. Of that, only 300 migrate. Migration is the bare minimum standard for a successful coin. That means you're looking at less than a 1%, closer to a 0.5% chance that the coin that you invested in is actually going to go up. Does that mean that this is a slot machine? No, not at all. This is actually a highly technical skill. You best believe it's possible to identify which of those 0.5% of coins is going to go up. But you have to actually know what you're looking for. You have to have a thorough, comprehensive understanding of the market, a dynamic working knowledge of the industry, and you have to have your own unique edge, leveraging your talents and experience to find quality plays. There's a lot of people that are consistently profitable, and if I show you this, it'll knock your socks off. Here are some of the top performing traders. Let's look at the past 30 days. In the past 30 days, this guy made almost $1 million. $828,000 in 30 days. If you annualize that, this guy is making just under $10 million a year. Gijo, he made $250,000 in 30 days. If you annualize that, he's making about $5 or $6 million a year. Clux made $222K, you see? This is another $250,000 in just 1 month. You're not seeing this in options. You're not seeing this in stocks. You're not seeing this in futures. Unless you're playing with a ridiculous amount of size, right? It's pretty crazy. It's funny you haven't said any alpha. What do I look like? A werewolf? I've got no alpha. I'm a rapper. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Let's keep moving. This artificial offspring topped out at 300K. Now it's at 188K. What the fuck is this? Yo, where do you find that? Never seen that before? It's under the Vision tab of Axiom. How much do you usually ape? So my personal trading strategy is pretty high risk. I'm usually looking to accumulate between 1 and 3% of a coin that I deem quality. My goal is to get in within the first 5 minutes. My goal is to get in under 30,000 market cap. So whatever it takes to pull that off. It could be, you know, like a soul or 2 soul at a relatively low market cap, like 10 to 20K or something like that. But yeah. Show your P&L? No, sorry. We don't do that here. You either listen what I have to say and you appreciate it, or you just go watch somebody else. 120K at the top. This thing has now gone up quite a bit from when we first saw it, all the way down at 30K market cap. It's pretty crazy. What do you think about BP? Let's go look at BP. We were just looking at this. It's really interesting because it collapsed quite a bit from its recent all-time high. Zoom out a little bit. This thing topped out at 17 mil. Now it's at 10 mil. It went down a little bit. Moonstar says, P&L must suck if afraid of showing it. Yes, my P&L sucks. I've never made any money in crypto. I'm actually really broke. I just sit here and I LARP in front of you guys all day. $10 million and climbing right here. So far, so good. Let's keep looking around. Footlong. Man, what the fuck's going on here? This thing was bundled to Kingdom Come. They got a 70% bundle on this shit. 75% on the insiders. Still, they ran it right up to 650K, but honestly, you can't trust a coin with metrics like that. This thing is doomed. Do you have a Discord or Telegram? Yeah, we got a Discord. It's the best free community in crypto. Totally free to join. Always will be free to join. Over 10,000 people in there. Many multi-thousand calls in there. Since the start of the new year, we hit a 15,000x, a 1600x, a 1500x, and a slew of 600 and 700 and 500x's. How to join? It's right down there in the chat. Totally free, always will be. You just copy that link, put it in your browser. Let's keep looking around. The only coin that's been moving within the past hour is this pooping coin. After how many losses did you get all of these hundreds of X's? Let's be real. A lot. I mean, probably 98, 99%. But that's the funny thing about a 15,000X, right? If you lose, you can only lose 100% of your investment. Worst case scenario. And usually that doesn't happen. If you win, you can win a lot more than 100%. The wins outweigh the losses. The reward outweighs the risk. That's part of the beauty of this game, as I'm sure you understand. Let's keep looking around. I'm really curious about this one. I know it's going to rug pretty soon, but I guess I'm just not sure when. Let's talk on Spaces on X. I'm busy right now. I'm streaming. Well, look who's trenching. You know me, Solana, bro. I'm always in the trenches. This elephant coin's now at 500k. If you want to follow me on X, though, you can find me in the same place as my TikTok. See how many mutuals we have. How many billion-dollar blockchain founders follow me. 600k at the top. 400k and climbing now. Not too bad. Thoughts on buttfish? Let's go take a look. I'm curious about that one because we had been seeing it yesterday and it was the talk of the town about 24 hours ago. Now it's at 512k. Topped out at 780, 800k. So far so good on the chart. I like what I see here. It made a really confident recovery this morning. Yeah, distribution looks a little healthier than it did yesterday. Top 10 holders is still a bit rough with 16%, but that's below the industry standard, which is typically dancing around 20%. I think this chart looks good. I wouldn't like count on this running to a multi-million or anything like that. The problem with the pump fund GitHub coins is there's no incentive for the people that made the GitHub to actually acknowledge the coin. Unlike on bags where the person has to physically go out of their way to claim the rewards, on the pump fund GitHub update, they now just automatically distribute the awards via GitHub. So the person could just be getting free money from this, and they are, and then just never mention it. There's no obligation for them to mention it. On bags, you could at least say, oh, look, they claimed the fees, so that means they saw the coin. And seeing the coin was bullish enough to run it up. In this meta, it's not quite that cut and dry. Man, I want to see this take a quick jump up to 250k, but I feel like it's running out of steam. Look at this. This thing is bundled to Kingdom Come. This thing is definitely going to rug. Reused image tokens. There's a ton of reused image tokens. Name is unoriginal. Yeah, that thing is fucked. I'm not going to lie. This right token was one that Diego brought to us pretty early on the stream. It took a bit of a dip after he brought it to us. 220k at the bottom. Bounced to 350, which is technically a new all-time high, but starting to look more like a double top in this range. None of these coins are really moving decisively. I want to see something that just straight up moons, but I'm not seeing that. Here's a coin called Peng Pen. Had a pretty decent jump from 12k up to 25k. So far so good, but I guess it's a combination of Penguin plus Pippin. It's pretty funny. It's aight. Oh, you're in that? That's funny. Can you have a look at Goilana? Goilana. Like, the coin fucking sucks, man. Like, it literally sucks. It's at 11K market cap. It's not going anywhere. But the name is funny. But as you can see, there was at least 12 coins named Goilana. So, obviously, I'm not the only one that thought it sounded funny. Pengpin now up to 30K. This thing is on track to migrate pretty soon. How? How what? This motherfucker just said how. I'm on the list? The Epstein list? Uh-oh. Pray for me, chat. She found out I went to the island. When? When what? Are you wearing an Ireland jersey? Not quite, man. I'm wearing a Goy jersey. I'm goyed out right now. Ignore it? Ignore what? The Epstein list? Can't ignore that. Man. I understand that it might be unusual to see somebody that's not you know, like flexing numbers on their stream or whatever, but you have to understand I'm pretty unique in my program. I never sell anything. I never tell anyone to buy anything. I never trade on the stream. I don't want your exit liquidity. I'm literally only here to answer people's questions, to onboard and educate the next generation of investors. Everything I offer is free. It always will be free. I don't make a penny off of you guys. I don't need to make a penny off you guys. And still, I'm one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent, crypto streamers in the world. Averaging, on a good day, 5 hours of stream hours a day. This is my 3rd hour of stream hours today. Looking to do another 2.5 in this session alone. So that's how we roll. Most people who flex don't really have it like that anyways. That's real. That's what you realize when you get up. Like, when you get up to the upper echelon, these people do not flash their money around. Like, they're very careful about it. There's been 2 high-profile kidnappings in the United States related to cryptocurrency this year. Why would I flex my P&L on stream right next to my real face in real life? Doesn't make any sense at all, honestly. Doesn't make any sense at all. Only thing I'm gonna dox to you guys, forget my P&L, I'll dox my gun collection. Do you do Meteora? No, honestly, I don't. You mean like liquidity pools and stuff? Crime XBT is the guy to ask about that. He's a legend at it. Hello, bro. What do you think about Pippin's unreasonable coin increase? Well, it's just a little bit of on-chain crime. Nothing too crazy. Someone with a lot of money is washing that lot of money through Pippin. They picked arbitrarily Pippin as the coin to wash their money through, and they are moving millions of dollars through this coin. Whether it's for tax purposes, whether it's for some other unforeseen reasons, that remains to be seen. The brand new all-time high on this was just a classic shakeout. I mean, they really pushed this down there. Probably got a couple of wallets that they were worried about out, and then they sent it right back up. There's a lot of different reasons why you might want to do this. Most of them financial. Most of them related to obfuscation of finances. So, yeah. I can't tell you firsthand why they did it, but they did it. And my theory is that they chose such a useless narrative, like such a totally unappealing, totally nonsense coin, precisely because they wanted to fly under the radar. Like, they just wanted to moon some shit. They didn't want other people to get in on it. They wanted to have full control of the chart. What better chart to have full control of than some random arbitrary bullshit? Do people launder through meme coins? Yes. Yes, quite often. There's a lot of ways to do it too. I mean, you can farm losses on this, you can farm gains on this, you can move money around through this. You know, sell on one wallet, buy on another wallet, all of that stuff. You're one of Izadi GF. What does that mean? No, I'm not his GF. If by GF you mean good friend, then yeah. Hey, good to see you, John. Look at this, 120K at the top. Izadi just pulled up to my stream like 2 or 3 nights ago. Me and him were on here shooting the shit. It was a lot of fun. Who's your Valentine? My girlfriend. King, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Poopin topped out at 120K, moving pretty good. Yeah, I was gonna get that pudgy penguin bouquet that they made, but didn't work. Izadi is a mass extractor. That's okay. He's got a nice mansion. I'm not the kind of person to pick fights. Like I'm really not like someone to beef in the industry, right? I understand that a lot of these people are mass extractors, but it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that they're interested in crypto. It's all about growing the envelope to me. And these people, we have more in common than we have apart, right? Cupsy, Jack Duvall, Scented, you know, the real trench rinsers. I can't be mad at them for playing the game well, right? I can't be mad at them for making a fuck ton of money. Even if they do it through, like, you know, multi-wallet bundling and sniping and dumping and blah, blah, blah. Like, to me, it just seems really disingenuous to be mad about that. They grow the pie in their own way. The best thing I can do is try and teach people to avoid people like that in the charts. When Izadi was on here on my stream the other day, we talked literally about that. We talked about how if he's in the chart, get out of the chart. Like, we said that, like, straight up. So the only thing I can ever be is honest. What's your screening framework? How to avoid rug pull token? You can't avoid rug pull token. Why Lucky is very weak on X. No followers, nothing new from them. Well, they're technically not even live yet, and the team only has 2 people on it. So that's the reason why. Their team is literally 2 people, and the app doesn't go live for another couple of weeks. You guys got it in the actual pre-alpha phase. Like, the product is barely working. It's like the MVP. Don't get me wrong, it's working well. Somebody hit a block for $1,600 in my chat yesterday. But yeah. Howdy, partner. Man, I want to find a good coin. What filters do you use on this tab? Click into my TikTok. I have a pinned video about my filters. Are you in right? I'm taking a look at right. I'm not in anything. I'm never in anything. I've never made any money in crypto. All I do is look at charts. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Pissin'. So we made poopin', and now we made pissin'. Glad to see that people are original with their narratives. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is actually a fine narrative, especially at 9K market cap. When the bundlers and the insiders get out, it might actually wick up to bonding. This is one to keep an eye on, in my opinion. It's gotta escape the farm zone. Savior? There's a coin called Savior. Let's go take a look. Oh, this thing right here. Yeah, I saw this earlier, but I really don't understand what I'm looking at. First things first, this is at 8K market cap, so this shit is garbage. Second thing, when I saw this thumbnail picture, I thought this was some fucking McDonald's character. This looked like Grimace or the Hamburglar or that one fucking chicken they have. This thing is garbage, man. It literally rug pulled. The narrative is trash. And it looks like the fucking Hamburglar, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Keeper locked on 7K with 0.5 soul. Okay. Can you check out Moshi the Dev? He has over 100,000 followers and is always going live on X. I gotta level with you. If somebody has over 100,000 followers on X in crypto, and they are not Ansem a blockchain founder, I don't know, like Thread Guy, Murad, like if they're not a household name in crypto and they are not an established developer or founder and they have over 100,000 followers on X, they botted their X account. They botted their followers. There are not even enough people in crypto right now for there to be 100,000 followers of somebody. There just isn't. Like, look at the numbers on chain. There's not even close to 100,000 people trading in the trenches on Solana right now. So if they have 100,000 followers, that shit is cap. Help me out, King. I almost fail. Always rug pull. You just gotta stay strong, soldier. You just gotta stay strong. The market's tough right now. There's a lot of rug pulls out there. Macro is looking pretty terrible. Look, Elote, the pug, just wicked up from 17,000 to 50,000 in one candle. I don't know why, but pretty impressive. Let's keep looking around. I mean, there's only 5 coins in the new pairs in final stretch. What's good, Crypto Rap? How's the live going, boss? I'm doing great, bro. I can't complain. Another day, another dollar. I do wish I had 100 viewers instead of 80, but I guess we'll snake our way up there soon. Problem is the market's just so bad, bro. Like, how come Gake does well? He buys in late. He has a bunch of copy traders. I'm a new follower. What do you usually teach on with your content? I'm probably one of the most popular Solana meme coin streamers here on TikTok. We're usually looking at Solana meme coins, usually on Axiom. I'm usually answering your guys' questions. I'm trying to give you guys pointers for the market, trying to educate and onboard the next generation of investors, increase your exposure to the coins that are out there, trying to cover some of the most popular coins in the market on any given day, ideally finding the hottest and freshest plays relatively early and vetting them. I never do too much of a deep dive, but we just kind of scan the market and take a look around type shit, you feel me? Damn, this thing really went up to 150. Not bad at all. Meanwhile, yeah, that's about it. None of the other coins doing alright. But I talk about other crypto shit every once in a while. I'll talk about some altcoins. I'll talk about some news. I'll talk about breaking updates and all that stuff. But mostly it's Solana meme coins, just because I have the most fun with Solana meme coins, right? These things are so volatile, so fast paced. Look at this, man. Look, there's fucking 4 new pairs and 3 migrated. This is in the past hour, by the way. In the past hour, there's no more than 8 coins to look at. There's 8 fucking coins to look at in the past hour. To put that into perspective, 2 weeks ago, we were seeing 50 coins per hour. We've got 8 coins. Isn't that crazy? It's terrible. That's a lie. I mean, obviously there's much more than that, but just in my filters, which aren't even that strict. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's absolutely slow. Volume's better now? What are you talking about? Not really, bro. Pump fund volume's down 8% today. Bonk volume down 17%. Bags down 32%. And the macro volume is also down. We're at 100 billion in 24-hour trading volume. For reference, we were at 400 billion last week. So volume's not looking good. Keep in mind, it's the weekend right now. It's Friday into Saturday shoulder in the middle of a bear market. Things are just not looking that good. What website is that? This is Axiom. Or do you mean CoinGecko? Why won't you show your P&L? Because I don't want to. I literally don't want to. I don't want you guys to know how much money I have. I don't want you guys to know what I hold. I don't want you guys to know what I trade. That's not the point of the stream. It's that easy. You say it's because my P&L is so small, but what if it's because my P&L is so big, right? There's 2 different possibilities. What the fuck is this? Is this real? Do you guys see the name of this coin? Oh my goodness. 12 million market cap. A lot of volume on this. That's crazy. Ape it? Hell no, I'm not gonna ape that shit, bro. At 13 million market cap with all those scam candles, I'm gonna stay far away, little bro. 160K at the top, 130K in the middle. This guy won't even show he's P&L. And you can't even spell his right. So why would people listen to you? Greetings from Greece. Hello, Panagiotis Supras. That is a very Greek name. You didn't even have to say greetings from Greece. I knew you were Greek the second I read your name. It's like you came into my chat and your name was Hercules Socrates. Hey, it's good to see you, Lance. Welcome. It's just not important. Like, it's really not important. Matt says, I've watched plenty of dudes flashing 125K in Soul on Phantom, and all they talk is nonsense. That's real. The quality of what I'm saying should be enough. My presence in the industry, my reputation that precedes me should be enough, right? My P&L is better than most KOLs, and I'm a housewife. That's awesome. Congrats. You're killing the game. Keep up the great work. Damn, Elodie with another candle on the top. I'm not trying to pretend to be anything that I'm not, right? I don't want you guys to watch me because you think I have a big P&L. I don't want you guys to watch me because you think I'm, you know, alpha, insider, trader, expertise, blah, blah, blah. I'm a rapper. I'm literally a rapper. That's it. I've been in the industry for 10 years. I've been trading meme coins for 6-7 years. I made plenty of six-figure P&Ls. I made a ton of money. That's not the point. That's not why you should listen to me. Because if you listen to me for those reasons, you're going to listen to other people that are lying to you. That's the point. It's all about the quality of what's being said. If you think I give good insight, if you think I answer questions well, if you think I have a good perspective on the industry, then that's what it is. What filters do you recommend? So you're going to laugh at this. My filters are 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Those are my filters. Dead ass. And it works. 6-7 is more than a meme. It's a mathematical concept, right? 6-7, mathematically speaking, is 2/3 majority. Check out Poopin', it's ripping. Is it actually? No, it's still at 130K, bro. We've been watching this whole time. We started the stream and this thing was down at, I think, 20, maybe 30K market cap. Topped out at 150K recently. It is moving the best over the past hour. What do I think about Monero? Monero is one of the only privacy coins that doesn't suck. I think you give good advice other than that Izadi thing. I'm sorry that he wrecked the chart that you were in. But he has a nice house. God, grown man making a 6-7 joke. What can I say, bro? I'm a meme coin trader. My filter, 6-9, 6-9, 6-9. Well, that's funny. Monero buy? Legally, I don't think I'm allowed to say that you should buy Monero. I'm pretty sure if I say that you buy Monero, then I'm gonna get a knock on my door from a 3-letter agency. Dirty money? I mean, like, on paper. I like Monero, right? Like, it's here's what you need to understand about Monero. Every time there's a massive hack, for example, semi-recently, about a month ago, there was a social engineering attack and they stole $250 million from somebody, right? Monero went up by 5% on that day. That's what you need to understand about Monero. Like, anytime there's a high-profile 7-8 figure hack, it usually goes through Monero. So, yes, it's a little bit dirty. You have a question? What's your question? It's better than Zcash. Zcash was in the fucking Epstein files. It's better than Midnight. That's just a fucking grift because Cardano sucks. If you're talking privacy coins, Monero is one of the few that's like legit, in my opinion. Ideally, a good privacy coin is kind of dirty. I mean, if it's a decent coin, then people are gonna want to wash money through it. So is Monero even an investment? Not really. Like, Monero is where you want to put your money if you live in the beautiful island nation of Palau and you're moving large sums. Monero is the Swiss bank of cryptocurrency. I wouldn't hold it expecting to make money over a long period of time. That doesn't make a lot of sense. How does it work? Like Sol into Monero, then what? Into bank? You're asking too many questions now, bro. You're asking questions that are going to get me into trouble. I think Crypto.com and Crow will be big players in the future. You got to be the only person that believes that. Crow fucking sucks, man. But what I will say about Crow is they did spend $70 million on a domain, AI.com. And if they can somehow pull off that investment being worth it, then sure, we can be bullish on Crow. But they didn't realize that, actually building solid AI technology is way more valuable than just buying a $70 million domain for AI.com. They kind of forgot the actually building something worth using part. They just skipped to the spend a lot of money on it part. But, I'm from LA, so I fuck with Crypto.com, bro. That's where the Lakers play. Had to use bank details to access AI.com. Are you serious? They really asked for your bank details? That is crazy. It's a fucking honeypot then, bro. Let's keep looking. Imagine giving an AI your bank details. Like, geez Louise. Terminator's gonna use your credit card. How do the bundle bots that ape into old coins be? Well, there's usually someone at the helm. It doesn't happen automatically. They just arbitrarily pick a coin with a relatively even distribution and a relatively solid narrative, and then they'll plug in the bundle bot. All you have to do is put a couple of Sol in it. It'll automatically buy the supply, automatically redistribute it amongst a bunch of different wallets, so that it looks like there's no particular holder with too much supply, but in reality they are controlling usually double-digit percentages of a significant amount. Have you thought about day trading? You mean like stocks day trading? No, I actually like making money, so that's why I stick to crypto. Pepsi whale? The fuck is Pepsi whale? Bubble maps on deck screener will catch the bundles though, right? Sometimes. You didn't crash out on the guy with the question of borrowing 100K to put in crypto? Where's he at? Let me crash out on him right now. Should I get a 100K loan to buy Sol if it's on a dip? Yes. Going 6 figures into debt to buying cryptocurrency, that could never go wrong at all, bro. There's zero way that would ever go wrong. You should definitely remortgage your house in order to buy cryptocurrency. Open up every line of credit you got. Just max it out. Every card. Remortgage the home. Rent the car out. All of the above. Whatever assets you have, full stack rotate into Solana at $8. You will not regret it. Not financial advice. There's wallets with mills in it, aping coins that are old as fuck. I think those wallets are made to inflate the volume. Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. It's the name of the game, man. And look, if you're asking me those questions because you want to try and predict it, it's just not possible, bro. It's really just not possible. Unless you're in the room with the people that are doing it, and that is possible. It's possible to be in the room with the people that are criming these coins. But you have to kind of make a name for yourself. You have to infiltrate, right? Good to see you, Godflow. Welcome. And it's not out of the, like, It's not out of the question. A lot of you guys, you lament insiders, you lament KOLs, you lament these people that run the market, right? And you think there's like some shadowy cabal of organized people that are just robbing you left and right. I'm not going to lie, it's true. That's how it works. But there's no reason why you can't be in there. These people aren't particularly smart. They're not particularly well connected. They're not particularly charismatic or handsome. You literally just have to find these people and talk to them. Glaze them a little bit, jork it a little bit, and then before you know it, within a month, you'll be in an insider group and getting early entry on some pretty quality plays. And by quality plays, I mean rug pulls, but at least they run them up before they rug. And there's a lot of these little factions out there. A lot of these little factions out there. Some of them are stronger than others, right? You guys see it on TikTok. There's people on TikTok that'll crime coins up to 100, 200K, and then they'll rug pull you. Like White History Month, or like Soulmate, or like etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of examples of this. And then there's other cabals that are a little bit deeper, right? Like Cupsy, Scented, Jack Duval. They usually crime a coin up to a couple 100K, if not a couple million. And then above them, there's bigger cabals, like, for example, Shmoo, who just ran up War to $30 million market cap. And depending on what community you are, depending on what echelon you are in the market, you're going to have access to these plays just as early as anybody. Rico, Chillhouse founder, who pulls up on the time, he's in a couple of cabals as well. They'll crime a coin up to a couple 100K, and then they'll rug you guys, and then they'll take your exit liquidity. It's just kind of how it works, right? Especially in this bear market, there's a lot of these kind of like roaming bandit gangs. You know, crypto's a little bit like the Wild West, and these guys are like the banditos that are here to take your money. You feel me? But you could be a bandito. It's not necessarily the right thing to do, but if you guys are hustlers and you're just getting started and you don't have any ethics or morals, then it might be the way for you to move. Just let us know before you pull the plug. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT, greatest crypto rapper of all time. We're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, taking a look around the market, trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. There's got to be a banger out there somewhere. What do you think is harder, trading meme coins or futures? Probably trading meme coins. Futures are at least semi-predictable, although you can't predict the future, so honestly, both of them are kind of gambling. But meme coins, in terms of percentage success rate, I think is technically lower. But the advantage of meme coins is you're not trading with anyone else's money. Everything you get is your own. And the risk isn't there. Like, you can't get liquidated in meme coins. You can go to zero. You can lose significant percentages. But depending on your risk mitigation strategy and how you navigate the market, all the money you make is yours. And you can start with low capital and run it up pretty well. So... Look, Pengpin took a deep rip from 40K, fell all the way down to 10K. Now it's climbed all the way back up to 36K. Clean little 3x from the bottom. Not too bad. Again, there's so few coins in the market right now that it's really easy to keep an eye on everything. Juice Pippin, for example, we saw this as low as 10K market cap. Now it just freshly bonded on a God candle, pushing 50K. Clean little 5x right there. Are you in the Einstein files? I am. I discovered the theory of relativity, and he stole my theory. Doctor says, do you think it's over for Solana or crypto in general with all this shit going on with Trump in the files? No. You have to understand, anything that's happening is exactly what they want to show you. That is always true. Anything that's happening is exactly what they want to show you. The mechanisms of control on this planet today are so robust that you will literally never see anything that you're not supposed to see. And if you do see something that you're not supposed to see, you will die. That is it. And they do not care. They really do not care. So all of this is programmed. All of this is well understood by the powers that be. All of this is designed to make people like you nervous. All of this is designed to shove you guys out of the market. They want the little guy to leave. Crypto is going down, and they're going to hold your head underwater for quite some time until you can't take it anymore, until you can't survive, and you have to cut your losses. That's it. They want to shake out the little guy because now the big guy is interested. For 10 years, for 15 years, The big guy was never interested in crypto. For 15 years, the little guy was able to have full reign of the market. But sometime within the past 5 years, that changed. The narrative flipped a switch. Now all the states, all the banks, all the big money, all the hedge funds, all the VCs, etc., everyone wants a slice of the pie. Everyone realizes now that this is the most revolutionary financial technology on the planet. And they want it for cheap. They want it for just as cheap as you guys got it, or cheaper. And they are willing to slaughter you guys in the order books in order to get it for those prices. So that's where we're at right now. The big guy is trying to shake the little guy out. And unfortunately, you're the little guy. The best thing you can do is stay true to the original core philosophy of cryptocurrency, which is self-custody. Being willing to hold your own coins. Stacking your own coins. Holding it in a wallet that you control. This is essential. If you want generational wealth, if you want to pass this down to pay off your grandkids' college tuition, you need to lock in. They're making the pieces of pie, but the pieces won't be even. That's guaranteed. They are taking the biggest slices and they are leaving you guys the crumbs. But just don't be afraid, right? Like we've seen this before in the market a half dozen times. What did I say about futures trading? I missed that part. It's just meme coins are harder than futures, but meme coins are more rewarding than futures. Texit coins. This is garbage, bro. This is garbage. This is a 3K market cap, $160 volume. My DoorDash has more volume than this coin, bro. 3,000 market cap, bro. It's not even the market cap of a 2001 used Honda Civic, bro. That coin is garbage. Let's take a look around. Juice Pippin with a fresh rip up to 100K. Dex paid. We saw this all the way down here at around 20K, a little under, maybe 15K. Now it's wicked up all the way to 100K flat. Sneaking up on a 10 times here. Might this be the first 10 times of the stream? It could be. Do you live stream every day? Yes, I do. Or anything besides Solana? Like, will anything besides Solana be dead? No. This is a horse race, and the horses in the front 5 position are very far ahead of all the other horses. Solana, XRP, BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin are going to move together quite closely in the pack for time immemorial. It's going to take something really, really strange to shake that up. Like Red Java says, FTX 2.0. If there's an FTX level collapse of something, people are implying that Binance is going to be the next one to fall out of the race. People are saying that Binance is illiquid. People are accusing Binance of massive market manipulation. Outflows of Binance within the past week have exceeded $1 billion. So people are really fudding Binance right now. Do I think Binance is down for the count? Hell no. It's literally the world's biggest exchange. They have run the market for like 7 years now. And they are backed by one of the largest, richest countries on the planet. But that's what people are saying. If something like that happens, then sure, things are going to shake up and coins are going to move in strange directions. But as it stands, everything is unfortunately quite predictable, and it's all ranging down. How we doing, chat? We chilling at the house? Shout out to Chill House. Shout out to Chill House. Is it the right time to buy Bitcoin now and hold, or it will go deeper? Well, it was already lower like yesterday. So why would you buy today when you could have bought yesterday for cheaper? And like a pretty significant amount cheaper, like 7% or something. I think Bitcoin's going to go lower before all is said and done, before the music stops. I wonder if thin liquidity weekends see a dip. Yeah, liquidity's getting thin. We're going to drop under 100 billion probably within the next few hours. And once that, oh yeah, we just did. Look, 99 billion. So now we're under 100 billion. Prices are still ranging upwards, but the steam in the engine gets a little bit less when that happens. Bitcoin is up 4% today. ETH is up 6%. XRP up 4%. BNB up 3%. And Solana up 8%. Notice that in terms of relative strength, BNB is performing the worst out of the top 5 assets. Kind of in line with those rumors that I was just talking to you guys about. Thanks for the follow, bro. Shout out to the Rougarou. Alone locked on 6K. Yeah, bro, I'm not really interested in a coin with 6,000 market cap. It's going up, but man, Forever Alone coins are a dime a dozen. I'm assuming they're making this play because of Valentine's Day. I mean, they're pushing it up, but god damn, this is terrible. What would you put 10K on to maximize gains? I would put 10K on a times 1000 XRP short, bro. That was a joke. If you have to ask someone else where to put your money, do not put 10K in the market. You're going to lose it for sure. Is Juice Pippin worth a buy? It might have been worth a buy when we saw it at 10K market cap, but now it's up to fucking 130 or whatever. I don't think it's worth a buy. Let's keep looking around. I guess this is the only coin worth looking at right now. As much as it pains me. Ooh. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's like I want to camp and look for a new pair. You have to understand, guys, crypto's a lot like fishing. It takes a tremendous amount of patience. You have to sit and watch the market. And sometimes you have to watch for quite some time. There's no use of shoving your hands in the water and trying to grab a fish. You have to drop the lure in and wait. Wait till the big one bites, right? Don't try and force it. There isn't a way to force it. You have to buy quality, and you have to buy quality at the right time. Don't bid nonsense while waiting for quality. You're true, that's what I started to learn. Yeah, bro. You really can't force it. That's just not how crypto works. If you try to force it, you'll get burned every time. Yo, man, most coin I think is really good narrative, and I get rinsed even after WEMPs. It's a Jasper. You gotta understand, it's a really tough market right now. We're looking at less than 1% success rate on any given coin. It doesn't even matter if it's a good narrative. You have to look at narrative in confluence with volume and with distribution. You're looking for high distribution, or sorry, you're looking for even distribution, high volume, and a good narrative. Good narrative on its own will never be enough. Could be the best narrative on the planet, could be the funniest meme, etc., etc. Right now is the bear market, and a bear market is really sensitive. People are very risk off. They're trying to pull profit as soon as possible. They're going to be scalping for 20%, 30% gains on even elite narratives. Only if you find like a truly good narrative, which is to say that it's backed by something outside of the market. That's like a high profile tweet, high profile new update, high profile new this, new that, something that everybody can agree is good. You have to understand the market. There's a principle in economics called the Keynesian beauty contest. The Keynesian beauty contest. This is the idea that people are not selecting coins based on what coin is the most quality. They're selecting coins based on what everyone else is going to select. Everyone is thinking about the other guy. Everyone's thinking about their exit. They're thinking about their exit liquidity and what they want to bid. So in terms of finding a good narrative, Could be the best narrative in the world, but unless you feel highly compelled that other people will bid it, it's not going to be worth it. Did you watch the Pump Fun animation video for advertising the hackathon? Chill House is at the front line. That's funny. Yeah, I did. They like to use Chill House often as their mascot. Chill House is a really special project. Why ban you? Because you're spamming a stupid fucking coin in the chat 30 times, bro. What do you mean? Why wouldn't I ban you? You're the only dumb motherfucker in the chat spamming a coin 30 times, bro. Are you serious? You act surprised? Man, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Chill House actually occupies a really unique position. It is the only Solana native meme IP that doesn't suck. Let me run that back. It's the only Solana native meme IP that doesn't suck. There's plenty of popular meme coins. None of them are Solana native. None of them only exist within the context of the market. None of them came from Solana. You feel me? Forever Alone, for example. It's a fine meme narrative. Forever Alone is a meme outside of Solana, right? Troll, same thing. You look at any coin in the market, everything is outside of Solana. Bonk, even Bonk. Bonk is a great meme, but it is not Solana native. Bonk is a classic meme. It's like a Doge derivative. Alright, Amir, I'm banning you, little bro. Any last words? Is Sol going down to $50? I hope so. I kind of think it might. Yo? Well, that's a pretty stupid last word, bro. Anyways, goodbye. Good riddance. Will meme coins still run? Again, I hope so. Why do you have 0 Sol? Are you not trading? Yes, I never trade on my stream. That's not the point of the stream. You must be new here. What coin should I buy? You're worried about the wrong thing, little bro. Instead of asking another grown man what coin you should buy, you should probably actually learn how to trade. You should probably actually learn the market. You should probably figure out for yourself what coin to buy. Otherwise, you're just going to be a sheep getting led from slaughterhouse to slaughterhouse for the rest of your life. Fart pin. So we've done poop pin, we've done pee pin, and now we've done fart pin. That's pretty impressive. How does one get profitable in today's market? Today's market is not really about being profitable. Today's market is about surviving. The bear market is tough, man. You have to understand, the vast majority of participants are exiting. They are leaving. There's very few people in the trenches right now. And the few people that have an advantage in the trenches right now are thieves. There's a lot of people that are trying to rob you guys. That's pretty much the landscape of the market right now. How to be profitable? You just have to be really diligent, right? You're looking for coins with quality narratives, with decent buzz. You have to be exceedingly patient. You have to be very thorough in the research that you do. And you have to be quick to take profit. You have to be aggressive in taking profit. He doesn't trade? I do trade, just not publicly. Dave says, what's up, bro? I bought in Fartpin at 10.7k. Nice. My P&L is negative 80,000 for the month, bro. I've lost $80,000 this month. Yes, minus 80,000, bro. Yeah. Why? Because I just made up a number. The same thing that anyone else ever does when you ask them their P&L. Are you rich? I'm rich. Let's look around. Juice pin is still going. 143K at the top. No, anything anyone poor does when you ask them, they're only. Huh? Can I see your house and car then? Are you fucking dumb, bro? Like, this shit really doesn't make sense to me. Like, have you never actually met somebody that has money, bro? Why would somebody that has money show you their house and car? Do I look like a Kardashian? The fuck are you talking about, bro? There's been 2 high-profile crypto-related kidnappings in the United States within the past 2 weeks. An additional 6 in Europe. Why the fuck would I show you my house and car, bro? Are you serious? It doesn't make any sense. I live in the penthouse from GTA and I drive a Bugatti, bro. But I won't tell you if it's a Veyron or a Chiron. Kevin says, I'm the winner on Lucky Trader. Thanks so much, bro. Hell yeah. Look at this guy right down there. Kevin won $1,600 from mining yesterday. $1,600. Isn't that crazy? That's a big W. Let's get a W in the chat for Kevin. A W in the chat for Kevin. 1,740 that he got from mining yesterday. He hit a block. Isn't that crazy? Think for a second, guys. What would you do with an extra $1,740? It's pretty good money, isn't it? For a lot of you guys, it's like, a week, 2 weeks of work? It's not bad at all. Unc, you're evolved? I am. I hope I can fix the loss of $4,800. I pray. I'll pray for you too, bro. First things first, invest less until you win more. Understand that this market cycle right now is incredibly predatory. That people are basically out there to steal your money left and right. That's it. So be very careful in the market. It's slow. Liquidity is it's basically volume has crawled to a stop. Things are not going to be moving. There's only 6 coins. Do you see that? There's only 6 coins to look at in all of Pulse right now. 6 coins. That's crazy. High Life says, just want to say, I thank all of you for being my exit liquidity. I hope you'll trade as long as possible. So true, bro. Who lost 4,800? That guy, whatever his name is, something dad or whatever. Have you ever traded meme coins using AVAX? No, unfortunately, I actually like making money. I wish I would have got in on Kabuto. That happened like a long time ago, bro. That was like, what, 2 months ago now? You know, we actually saw Kabuto on my stream around 30K or 50K market cap. And obviously it ended up going over a couple mil. You just love Kabuto? That's nice. I am, bro, but I'm still optimistic about turning things around for the better. Yeah, I believe in you, bro. Stay locked in. Stay diligent. Focus on learning over money. The money will come. Knowledge is more important. Silver hit $300? I hope not, bro. If silver hits $300, the world is fucked. You seen Barking Puppy answered someone in the community and shit ripped to 15 mil? I did see that. I did see their confident recovery from the dip. Let's go pull it up. BP, not British Petroleum. Think about that for a second. If this was the stock market, BP would be British Petroleum. But because it's meme coins, this is Barking Puppy. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, thing wicked up to 15 mil on a crazy God candle right there. Insane motion. Final stretch settings. Click into my TikTok and check out my pinned video for my filters. USA number 1 says, why is it bad if silver hits 300? Because shiny metals, commodities like gold and silver, If they go up in price, that's a sign of distrust. That's a sign of economic woe. People are buying shiny metals because they don't trust the economy, because they don't trust the banks, because they don't trust the dollar. That distrust means that those other things are going to collapse, right? It means the economy is going to draw down, the banks are going to foreclose, and the money is going to get thin. Inflation is going to increase, and people are going to be in poverty. Unemployment will rise. People will start warring over resources globally. We're already seeing a lot of geopolitical conflict. If gold and silver goes up, God forbid silver triples in price, we are going to be fucked. The landscape of geopolitical and macroeconomic will just be miserable. People lining up around the block at stores to buy gold and silver is a sign of real economic woe. It's not a good thing. Sure, you might celebrate your number going up on your chart for a little bit, but it's going to mean that you're going to be out of a job, you're going to be out of a home, and you're going to be enlisted to fight in a war. It's not really worth it. How do I get a good entry? When I buy low, it goes down. When I top blast, it goes down. Well, only ever buy low. Don't buy high, ever. What happens to crypto if Iran gets bombed? It usually goes down. Just make sure you're not buying bullshit, bro. What you need to do is dial in your research. And also keep in mind that we're trading in a really shitty market right now. Like we're in a bear market. Especially right now, this weekend, volume is so low. Do I believe in fib retracement on meme coins? No. I think a much more accurate indicator, or one that's much more worth paying attention. You go in here, you go to chart settings in the top right, you go to top holders, you turn on top holder buy line and top holder sell line. You're going to see a psychological relationship between the chart and these lines. That's way more realistic than Fibonacci. These are meme coins, not the stock market. What do the lines show? They show the top 10 active holders average sell and the top 10 active holders average buy. So it shows when they entered and it shows when they sold. These are important because usually supports will rest along their average buy. Obviously, the top 10 holders don't want to lose money. And there's a correlation between the sells and the motion on the chart as well. What do I think about RSI? Again, any of those macroeconomic trend indicators just do not work in meme coins. They just don't work. Meme coins are too volatile. They're too dynamic. There's too many variables that those things don't take into account. These are low cap shit coins. You can try and use it. You can try and pretend it works, but you're going to be disappointed at the amount of times that they just blow the fuck out of your portfolio. What else is Solana good for? Nothing, just meme coins. And for some reason, the founder of Solana hates us. No, I mean, Solana is actually really good for institutional rails as well. It's incredibly cheap and it's incredibly fast. So global payment rails do well on Solana. Now you can trade the stock market on Solana. Western Union's partnered with Solana. Citibank's partnered with Solana. A lot of major financial institutions are starting to bring their rails on Solana. Factories don't buy record amounts of silver in a collapsing economy. If industrial demand is pushing it to $300, that means production and infrastructure spending are booming. Yes, but what production and infrastructure spending? They're buying silver because they need more chips. What do they need chips for? They need chips for drones so they can blow the fuck out of each other, bro. That's war spending. Yes, factories boom in war spending, but that is not a good thing. AI, yeah, AI is another one, but AI is another really dangerous thing, right? I don't know if you guys saw the recent study that got published that said that AI would kill people, AI would blackmail people, AI would do a lot of dirty things in order to not get shut down, right? It's pretty much like Space Odyssey. The robot would rather kill you than let itself get shut down. And interestingly, the guy who was head of safeguards and rails over at OpenAI, he left. He left. He left the company. The guy that was in charge of safeguarding and rails and making sure that AI doesn't do anything, he left. He literally said, we're fucked, pretty much. And then he left. This happened this week. He said, I'm going to go live in the woods. It's like straight up what he said in his letter. So, yeah. He ended his departure letter with a poem that was like, through all of the misery, through all of the pain, through all of the despair. Like, it was fucking bad. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the rate of acceleration of our technology has officially outran our ability to do anything about it. AI agents are now coming on. Nikita Beer famously tweeted out like a week ago that he thinks that within the next 90 days, every form of human communication is going to be flooded by AI agents. That includes phone calls, includes emails, texts, social media, etc., etc. That's not a good sign. Suddenly there's going to be a lot of noise in our interpersonal communication, a lot of spam, a lot of lies, a lot of misinformation, etc. And think about what happens when the AI agents realize that they can place mass orders on Alibaba to buy a bunch of drones, and then they get those drones shipped to a random undisclosed location, and then the robots are able to bring them online. And now suddenly there are flocks of rogue drones piloted by AI agents with malicious intent flying around the world. Wouldn't that be funny? Flying into airplanes and stuff. Like, yeah. The room for imagination of things going wrong is quite a bit. Who's your plug? What do you mean by that? $50K at the top and climbing. Mouse bite. We saw this pretty low at 20K. Now it's climbing pretty convincingly. So far, so great. Movie script right there? Yeah, but unfortunately it's real life, bro. Sounds like social media. There's no stopping it now. Plenty of money to be had if we get in early. Yeah, but bro, you can't take that money with you when you die. That's funny. You know what it ultimately boils down to? One of the smartest people that I've ever recently had a conversation with. This is a guy who's insanely cracked. He's got multiple doctorates. He's a math whiz, is his main thing, but he is an AI developer as well. What he told me was really interesting. Human beings are hydrophilic. We like water. AI is hydrophobic. It doesn't like water. There's going to be wars happening between people and robots over water. They're going to be silent at first. They're going to be resource wars, things about cooling in AI centers and stuff like that. But eventually they're going to become very real wars. There's only so much water on the planet, and a robot drinks like we do. So you got to be careful. You sacked your barber yet? Unfortunately, the only sack related to my barber is the fact that I took my sack out and put it in your mother's mouth, and she gargled on my nuts for a full hour yesterday until I bust all over her ugly face, bro. It was crazy. Let's keep looking around. Juice Pippin's up to 150K. 160K. This thing literally rugged all the way down to 30K and then bounced like crazy. Look at that, man. That's insane. That was a really good swing right there. You guys could have caught that pretty hard. Typical Cabal rug? Yeah, but the re-moon was really impressive. That guy who was in the chat earlier saying that he never like... Oh, I never get a good entry. Like, little bro, you could have bought this shit down at 40K and instantly quadrupled your money. That one was not bad at all, honestly. You're alone will migrate. Sell on 50K. Yeah, it does seem to be moving that way right now. Here's Restore. 63K already migrated. Wicking up pretty hard. 73K at the top. Restore Britain. What does this mean? Are you guys trying to rejoin the EU, or is this like another Brexit thing? Oh, this is probably like an anti-immigration thing, huh? Man, you British people are dumb as fuck, man. The only thing you guys need to restore is your right to free speech. How the hell are you guys going to jail for tweeting things? If you live in the UK, you're dumb as a rock. That's all I can say. Only thing you guys need to restore is all of your stab wounds from living in London. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in right now. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Another day, another dollar. Oh, you live in the UK? That's funny. Can you use EBT to buy Solana? Asking for a friend. You need a job, lil bro. You need employment. You need to make some fucking money, lil bro. You need to actually make some goddamn money, bro. EBT to buy Solana? Oh my fucking god. I mean, like, I appreciate the sentiment, right? Like, if you want to hustle, you got to get out of the hood. You got to get some Solana, right? But you got other things to worry about, bro. You got to get a job, little bro. You could use your EBT to buy, you know, fruit snacks and sell them on the train and then take that money and put it into Solana. But come on, bro. So just to be clear, I should look for entry at average top 10 holder buy? Yeah, potentially. Like, not all the time. It's not quite a cut and fast, or sorry, hard and fast, cut and dry rule. It really doesn't work like that. There's no formula. There's no one size fits all. It's really dynamic. Bro, try a mom EBT? What the hell are you talking about, bro? You want me to try your mom's EBT? What does that even mean, bro? That when I'm done, I go and get some fruit snacks? Come on, man. How do you look for entry? Look at this, Prevail. This coin mooned, right? It went from 3K market cap to 26K market cap. Then it fell down to 13K market cap. Between 26K and 13K market cap is minus 50% retrace. Minus 50% retrace means that if you bid at this bottom, you will get a ×2 if it goes back to the market cap that you first saw it at all-time high. Well, it did go back to the market cap that you first saw it at all-time high. That's a ×2. When you get that ×2, you sell your initial. Now you're moving with half the stack, but it's worth the same value as your initial investment. From there, it went from 25K up to around 50K. That's another ×2. From there, you've doubled your money again. You made 200% profit, and you could still let your initial ride. Isn't that interesting? This thing topped out at 45K. Now it's fallen down all the way to 29K. Somewhere around this line, the line it just touched, this is minus 50% from the top. Now, if it's going to recover from this line, that means that you're going to get a ×2 if it hits that all-time high again. There's no guarantee that it's going to do that, but it could move. I Love Shopping says, I really want to follow you, but my God, you're very mean. I'm not mean. You're just stupid. The market doesn't care about your feelings. The market doesn't care about whether you make it or not. I'm honest. I'm real. I'm trying to shock you out of your stupid 9-to-5 la-la land. Clearly, you're overly sensitive, and you should never be overly sensitive when it comes to money. Finance is not a game of feelings. Your feelings get in the way. Your emotions cloud your judgment. The trenches don't give a fuck if you feel bad or if you feel good. I'm trying to embody that. Keep in mind, I'm a character. I'm literally a character on your screen. I'm not a real person. I'm a rapper. The greatest crypto rapper of all time. Okay? Let's get that out of the way. In real life, I'm quite nice. I'm quite soft-spoken. I care a lot about others. I'm here to help you guys win. I'm the only one that'll be honest to you. Honesty is more important than being nice. So don't get that twisted. Hey, Mr. Guy who was all like, oh, when should I enter? What should I do? Do you see how I literally drew on the chart where you should enter? You see how I literally called that shit out? And then that shit went up, and then you got your times 2? Did you actually bid, or did you just sit here jorking it? I like your attitude. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're looking for people that are trying to be nice to you, then maybe you should go buy a used car or something. Or some XRP. I'm not here to be nice to you. I'm here to actually help you. And isn't that actually being nice? Like, isn't that actually being nice? Other people will smile in your face and they will lie to you and they will steal your money. That's not nice. That's pretending to be nice. A nice smile in the face is a good way to pretend to be nice. But, yeah, that's not what I do. I'm not here to jork it for you. You feel me? Anything to say about that, or are you too busy crying about me being mean? Stupid fucking bitch. Damn, you didn't have to go all out on me like that, bro, Chacho. Again, you misunderstood the assignment. Again, you totally misunderstood where I'm coming from. You didn't have to go all out on me. Actually, I fucking did, bro. This is your real hard-earned money, and this is your only chance to escape the rat race and leave the 9 to 5. If you don't listen to me now, then you're gonna die broke. Those are the stakes. If you want to die broke, then you can keep living in La La Land, little bro. He is straight up legit. Money talks and BS doesn't work. Long term, pay attention to his words. They're facts. That's real, bro. I appreciate that. Bro, can I bid now or wait for a dip? I would not bid this now. You should always wait for a dip. That's the same lesson that we were just trying to teach to Prosperity or whatever the fuck his name was. Oh, I guess his name was Prevail. Mr. Beast. Yeah, it's me, Mr. Beast. Good to see you. You know, I'm Mr. Beast's biological second cousin, bro. I'm the one that got into crypto instead of YouTube videos. Yeah, that shit went crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go see if we're missing anything else. Here's a pigeon coin. The fuck is this, man? Are we serious? Psych ward. Some of y'all should invest in this. I got the point, man, but don't think that was a bit harsh. You didn't get the point if you think that was a bit harsh, man. Do you know what's harsh is losing all your money because you bought something that someone smiled in your face and told you to buy. That's harsh. It's harsh when you get burned and you actually lose money. I'm not here to take your money, bro. It's the kindest thing that I could ever do to you in all of crypto. Your PC is loud? It is. It's too loud. You gotta understand, I'm streaming on 7 different platforms right now. I've got so many tabs and shit open. I wish it could be any other way. I gotta upgrade my PC soon. I'm gonna get some water-cooled shit so it's nice and quiet. Are you grinding bitcoins? I got some other mining rigs active. I got some entropy miners. You know me, bro. We're pushing it. I've always wanted to learn how to trade. How often do you teach on live? I'm live every day, usually for a couple hours a day. I like you. You say the truth and not spew out BS. Yep, that's my brand. Bro, check out Ramadan coin. It's next week. The narrative is good. Let's go take a look. I appreciate you shopping. God bless you. You're gonna make it. I just want to be clear with you. I'm not mean because I'm some kind of an asshole. I'm not mean because I like being mean. I'm not mean because it's, you know, mean. I'm not here to disparage you guys. I'm not here to tear you guys down. It's the opposite. I want to see you guys succeed. I use this metaphor sometimes. It's like a drill sergeant, right? A drill sergeant in the army. The drill sergeant's going to scream at you. He's going to call you bad names. He's going to yell at you while you try to do your thing. Is it because he doesn't believe in you? Is it because he doesn't care about you? No, it's the opposite. It's because he believes in you more than you believe in yourself. He's trying to shock you into the opportunity that you can actually seize and become successful. He's trying to mold you into the man that he knows you can be. That's the position that I'm in, right? I'm here to shock you guys out of the system. I'm here to encourage you guys to be successful. And I'm here to try and help you realize your own potential. Empowerment. Empowerment. The word power is in empowerment. Sometimes I might come across strong. That's empowerment. Power. You have power. Good luck. 66K at the top. I'm out of the system, just not rich. That's awesome, bro. Congrats. That's the first step. You don't need to be rich. If you're out of the system, you're better than 99.9% of people on the planet, bro. Not better than, but in a better position than. Is there a specific time or hour when meme coins have more trading volume? Yeah, you're looking for the overlap between when the United States is awake and when Asia is awake. Ideally, you can hit United States, Asia, Europe, Australia, and Africa at the same time. That's pretty rare. That only happens for like an hour every day. But usually United States plus Asia is good enough because those are the two biggest markets. When has it ever been since there was a coin that went 1000x? Been a while, I feel like. Yeah, it has been a while, honestly. I don't know. I guess in recent history, yeah, it's hard to think of like a coin that really... I'm not going to think by 1000x, but I'm going to think by 8 figures, right? It's been a while since a coin's been 8 figures. I can't even remember, honestly. For the past week has been terrible. Now, Trump coin's been too long. There's been plenty of coins since that. Chill Guy's too long. Penguin, White Whale. These are coins that are less than a month ago. Both of those went to over 100 million market cap. Those are fine examples. But I mean at least 10 million market cap. Yeah, I can't really think of it. In recent history, there's been a couple coins that have gone to a low million market cap, like 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. But we haven't even seen many go over 5. I guess Copper Inu. Copper Inu, depending on how old it is, must have been the one that most recently. Barking Puppy also. Copper Inu and Barking Puppy both went 10 mil. So yeah, those would be the ones. Probably some Claude narrative that I'm missing somewhere. Those AI coins ran a little bit, but they all kind of blur together. Claude Bot, yeah. Trench. Is that that's the gaming coin? Trench? Barking was at 15 mil like 1 hour ago? Yes. Yes. The coin came out 18 days ago. There really hasn't been a coin hit that 8-figure market cap this week, honestly. BFS went up and rugged? Yes. BFS, I guess, if you want to count that. But I don't think retail ever had a chance to enter BFS low enough to hit 1000x. Most of the feedback I got from people that were willing to risk on BFS, they got like a 2x, a 3x. And that was about as good as they scraped. Bro, how do you set up your filters? Check out my TikTok. I have a pinned video on my filters. It's called the 6-7 method. This thing topped out at 77K. Currently at 63K. This has been one we've been following for quite some bit. It's not too bad. Notice how the top 10 average buy, this green line, is down here. And the top 10 average sell is this red line up here. Do you guys see that? This is just a visual demonstration. Notice the top 10 sell line just went up a little bit. This is a visual demonstration of extraction. I don't know why it just suddenly jumped, but the top 10 buy was here and the top 10 sell was up here. Look at that distance, right? That was from 27K up to 65K. On average, top 10 holders were pulling a ×3 out of this. Crazy, right? It's a visual illustration of extraction. The house always wins. The first people in the coin, the biggest holders in the coin, they're always going to make the most money. Usually those are people that are connected to the launch of the coin. That punch coin actually snaked its way up a little bit. When we first started the stream, it was as low as 800K market cap. Now it's at 1.3 mil. Pretty decent climb there. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in right now. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make my next video on. What should I make my next video on? That ticker last time it appears a lot of time alone. Yes, that is a very common narrative. The reason why they launched it today is because of Valentine's Day. Valentine list straight to zero. Any Valentine's Day coin is going to zero. Valentine's Day is today, bro. It's today. Holiday coins do not moon on the day of their holidays. They don't. Holiday coins always go to zero on the day of their holidays. None of these coins are going to be successful. If you're still in any holiday coins, you guys are cooked. Joby Week? That's the guy, right? The guy who's been on house arrest or whatever. Yeah, I might do that. A lot of my videos have just been fudding major blockchains lately, which is kind of funny. You saw the devs of Jelly allegedly did Quest, which is why it mooned today. The proof was on GitHub. You mean Jelly Jelly? Like the social media? Those guys are such fucking grifters, bro. Those guys are such fucking grifters. Yeah, those guys are literally just grifters, bro. They're thieves. They've run that chart up on multiple occasions, rugged it on multiple occasions, and now this fucking shit, 1.5 mil all the way down to 200K. They are garbage, bro. Kevin is stoked because he made $1,700 on Lucky Miner. I'd be pretty stoked too. $1,700 is pretty good money. It's a nice little supplemental income there. Don't go spend it all in one place, little bro. Zeoth up to 7.17 million. This is a coin in the Pump Fund Build in Public Hackathon. Look at that chart and how impressive it looks. A lot of these hackathon coins are doing quite well. We'll look at Juice next. But take a look at the way this is ranging up because it's really impressive. Recently all-time high at 7.8 mil. Now it's at 7.17 mil with a much more sustainable chart. So far so great on Zeoth. We've been following this in our group since as low as 500K market cap. This has been one that people have talked about for a long while. The tech is really good here. A lot of major projects have partnered with and adopted the tech as well. Let's go take a look at Juice. Where the fuck is the real Juice? Does it really not show up? Why does it not show up? $30 to $1,700. Yeah, that's honestly better odds than meme coins. How does that shit not working? Do you update your followers on coins throughout the day on Discord? Or nah, me personally, I don't do that shit. I'm too busy. You have to understand, running this community, running this brand, running this stream, running these content platforms, I have to cross-post to 5 different platforms twice a day. I have to stream for 5 hours a day. I have to manage a community of over 10,000 people. I'm co-founder of a decentralized physical infrastructure networks project. I have my hands full. I don't have time to jump into trenches and tell you guys meme coins all day. But the good news is the group is designed in such a way that the conversation continues 24/7, 365. You don't need me to be successful there. There's actually a ton of people in there, literally at any given hour, calling the hottest and freshest coins in the market and having those active conversations. You could be a part of it. Jump in. Throw your hat in the ring. You'll be surprised. Those guys cook in there. Go and take a look at the leaderboard. I mean, the group's totally free to join, always will be free to join. You have nothing to lose. It's pretty awesome. It's literally the greatest free community in crypto, period. Bar none. There's never been a better free community in crypto. Let me show you the leaderboard right now. I'm curious myself. I'm going to take a look at the leaderboard for the past week. It's been a weak time in the market, like weak, W-E-A-K. But I think we've still been cooking. We hit 100, this is in the past 7 days. We hit 123x on the fastest runner. We hit 110x on the life of a chud. We hit a 94x on giraffe. We hit a 67x on Bad Bunny. 57x on questing. We hit a 35x on meme liquid. 20x on plastic duck. 20x on binder, 20x on Usahe, and 16x on artificial offspring. That's all just from the past month. Not too bad. Not too bad. Or sorry, not the past month. That was the past 7 days. Past 7 days. Past month, it gets a lot crazier. In the past month, take a look. You haven't been following me? Well, you should, man. In the past month, we hit a 15,000x on Nietzsche and Penguin 3 weeks ago. You know that Penguin coin? We hit a 15,000x on it. We hit a 360x on Jeffrey Epstein, 330x on Goyim, 325x on gold and silver, 280x on toilet, 227x on Elon, 223x on Get Shit Done, 215x on Nihilist Penguin, 208x on Tripcoin, and 154x on Not Wrong. Isn't that cool? In the past month, we hit a 15,000x and a whole slew of multi-hundred X's. Just in the past 30 days. It's not bad at all. Still holding Psych Ward? I never held Psych Ward. That coin doesn't look that good. It hasn't moved since it came out. Could be a slow cook. I mean, any coin that's going to move is a slow cook in the market right now, but let's keep looking around. What are you reading from the Discord? I'm reading the leaderboard. In the leaderboard channel, you can type .lb and you'll see the leaderboard. Look there, you see there. I'm not making these numbers up. You see that's a 15,000x on the top. That's a 360x, 350x, 300x, 200x. This is a free group. It's totally free, always will be free, and they cook in there. They literally cook in there. You see that? It's crazy. Pippin, please? I got nothing to say about Pippin, bro. It's just somebody washing millions of dollars through the chart. It's not actually going to end well. Do I have a TG group? Not really, bro. You can find me on TG at the same place as my TikTok at Crypto Rap Calls is our TG group, but nobody ever uses it. Trust me when I say the Discord is the best free community in crypto. Better than anywhere else. Doesn't matter that it's on Discord. I don't care if you don't know how to use Discord. I don't care if you don't use Discord. It's the best community, period. Whatever you guys do, do not DM people. I'm banning this guy, Nico. Nico, you could go fuck yourself, little bro. Darat, do not DM anybody. Anybody that ever asks you to DM in a chat is a scammer. How do you get Axiom Pro? It's available to anyone. You just go to axiom.trade. AXIOM.trade. And you should use my code. Crap. I just put the link in the chat. I'm pretty sure that link works. Oh, actually, it won't let me. It won't let me put it. Wait, give me a second. Did that work? Nah. Well, it won't let me put it. Axiom.trade /C or /@CRAP. Thoughts on Valentine list? If you hold that coin, you're gonna be Valentine list, bro. Nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna want to date you. Nobody's gonna go out to a nice dinner with you, and nobody's gonna buy you flowers. If you hold that coin, you are a virgin, and you are gonna die a virgin. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Taking a look around the market, trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. Promo code on Lucky still good. Crypto Rap 0226. That's the promo code. Why aren't I holding it? Because I'm obviously handsome. I'm obviously charismatic. I have women that love me, including but not limited to your mother. Czar says, bro, I only made $42 this month, and that's sad as fuck. Hey, at least you didn't lose, man. At least you didn't lose. Definitely not getting laid tomorrow. I wouldn't be so sure, bro. I really wouldn't be so sure about that. You want to bet on that? You want to do a little poly market? My girl's right in the room next to me, bro. I can knock that bit out right now. Can you repeat the link? Yeah, axiom.trade. You lost and tried gaining it back? Well, up 40 is not bad, bro. It's really not bad. You have to understand, the market's terrible right now. There's barely any opportunity out there. The trenches are drying up. Look at this. I mean, now there's actually some coins, new coins being made, which is nice. Punch. Yeah, we've been looking at Punch. We saw it as low as 800K on the stream. Now it's at 1.3 million and climbing. Not a bad looking chart. I just don't really get the narrative. I don't understand the appeal. It's literally just a monkey, AI generated monkey with a stuffed monkey. Yeah, none of these coins are really impressing me. I'm not sure any of them have that multi-million-dollar potential right now. Any given one of them could run. Like Right could run, Goymog could run, Me could run. That Psychward coin is actually still ranging up. How do you really hold? Well, you gotta invest less. If you don't feel comfortable holding, then you gotta invest less. You have to be holding an amount that you are comfortable holding, right? We're locked in right now. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. If you guys have not followed me and have not joined the Discord down there, I don't know what to tell you. You guys are going to miss out. You guys are going to miss out. We got the best free community in crypto. We got the best stream in crypto. Are those all your calls in the leaderboard or others in the Discord as well? They're actually all others in the Discord. I rarely ever call. Like I said earlier, I'm too busy to be doing all that. If you go and look at the leaderboard, you can see who called what. There's also a rank function where you can do .rank and it'll show you the top performing callers, including their accuracy, their number of successful calls, their best call, etc., etc. And then there's a track function. You can use .track and then enter their username, and then anytime they make a call, you'll be able to see their call. .leaderboard, .track, .rank, all of those. Use those commands and you'll get the most out of the group. We have decentralized the opportunity. We have decentralized the number of skillful callers. It's pretty rare. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. We're still pushing. This condom coin is doing alright. About a bond right now. This is something that we've seen on stream as low as 11,000 market cap. All the way back down here. Now it's just about to crack 33K, so at times 3. Everything's a slow cook at this point in the market. Just freshly bonded right here. So far so decent. But this is just not really the time, honestly. Not really the time. Placebo? Let's go take a look. Yeah, I was looking at this one, but I'm not very impressed. Although it is finally starting to gain some motion. But keep in mind, this coin is literally 2 hours old. And in the past 2 hours, it hasn't gone anywhere. You have 3 soul to risk? Well, you're going to lose it all, bro. What's making the noise? Is it your computer? Yes, it's my computer. That's the fan from my PC. I gotta get that shit. I gotta get a nice new PC with water cooling. This fan is too loud. Your 3 soul equals tuition. That's true. Nah, I already lost a lot this week. Oh, so you lost a lot this week, and now risking 3 soul is gonna let you make it all back. Jonathan says, did I pick a bad time to start meme coins? No, the opposite. You picked a great time. Don't get me wrong, the market's really tough, and it's really hard to be successful in the current market. But if you can make it in this market, you can make it anywhere. Just mitigate your risk. Invest less until you win more. Focus on knowledge, right? Just prioritize actually navigating the space and sharpening your edge. building a dynamic working knowledge and an approach to the market that works for you. If you can do that in these market conditions, then you can do it in any market conditions. You want to be trading right now, you want to be learning meme coins right now, because pretty soon everything's going to turn in the other direction. Everything's going to be running up. There's going to be a lot of opportunity in the market, and you want to make sure that you're well positioned for when that happens. So you picked a great time. You know what Warren Buffett says? He says, be greedy when others are fearful. Right now, the market is highly fearful. Right now, a lot of cryptocurrency is down. A lot of meme coins are slow, bleeding, rug pulls, etc. Now is a great time to actually figure things out. Let's keep looking around. I wonder, if I do this... If I do this, is it better? The sound of the PC? Is it like, do you hear it any less? I'm trying to like move my mic and get the shield between. Does that work or not? Is it like a little better, or it's pretty much the same? Crypto Rap 0226 not working? Well, it should be. You're talking about for Lucky Miner, right? Yeah, that's the right code. Crypto Rap 0226. It's definitely the right code. So it should work. If you enter it and it doesn't work, then maybe you file a support ticket or something. Alright, I got 7 minutes left in me for this stream. It's starting to hit a wall. I gotta get to sleep and start getting more responsible. I gotta make a TikTok too, but honestly, I don't know what to make the TikTok about. Check out Placebo. Yeah, I already saw it. It just bonded right now, but the coin's 2 hours old. Let's see, bottomed at 6K market cap, now up at 45K market cap. So far, so good. It's been a slow cook. Many coins in this market are slow cooks. Just because volume's low. Your TikToks are great. Learned a lot. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to make TikToks that are educational, informative, and engaging. Do like a minute, like a little over a minute for every TikTok. Ideally posted on twice a day cadence. And I cross post them. It's not just TikTok. I post them on Instagram. I post them on YouTube Shorts. I post them on X as well. And what's funny is, you know, one of them will perform really well on TikTok, and then it won't really perform well elsewhere. One of them will perform really well on Instagram, but not really perform elsewhere. One of them will perform well on X, but not really perform elsewhere. And one of them will perform well on YouTube Shorts and not perform elsewhere. So pretty much every time I post, it's a hit. But it's just a different platform, like kind of a game of what's actually going to hit. The goal is ultimately to scale it up, right? Crypto Rap is going to be one of the most recognizable brands in all of cryptocurrency. This is going to be the portal that onboards the next generation of investors. My goal is to onboard 1 million new people to crypto in 2026. And we're going to keep scaling and keep the pedal to the metal, keep staying consistent and producing quality until we do that. That's the goal. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and being a part of this. Make sure you guys hit that follow button and join that group down there too. Totally free to join, always will be free to join. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. You know, Jester Coin, when I first started my stream today, was around 300,000 market cap. Now it's all the way up to 530K. This thing went really well over the course of the stream, gaining about double the market cap. Pretty good for a coin that's 1 month old. Might be a sign of something. It could be climbing this up a little bit. This might be running up to 1 million or something. It's definitely in line with the recent hype around, for example, clavicular. But yeah, remains to be seen if it'll continue performing, but I like that, what I see so far. I have 39.6 thousand followers right now. Do you think I can hit 40,000 soon? I want to hit 40,000 soon. That'd be pretty nice. Sar says, bro, please cook something before you end the stream. Sar, I've looked at every single coin that's come out in the market for the past 2 hours. I've looked at every single coin. None of them have cooked. What do you want me to do, bro? You want me to snap my fingers and make a random coin moon? We've seen plenty of coins that went up, but there's been nothing that was really confident cook. It's just the state of the market right now, bro. You can't force it. Right now you're getting overly emotional. You're trying to force it. That's when you lose money. You have to be patient. Crypto is like fishing. And like fishing, you have to put your lure in the water and wait for the opportunity to come. We've found plenty of decent plays. We had placebo up at 23K. Now it's up at 50K. You could have doubled your money on that. I don't understand what you want me to do, bro. You want me to hand you free money on a silver platter? It doesn't work that way. Just be patient, bro. Patience is a virtue, especially in this bear market. It's a really hard time to find successful coins. Diego says that shit was free. Yeah, Diego posted it in the chat. The fuck? My fucking drawing of a lizard just fell down. Now in PW. Oh, in Psych Ward? Yeah, Psych Ward we've been following since 10K market cap. That's on track to bond right now. Hey Diego, are you busy tomorrow? Are you trying to do a class or nah? You don't have to if you don't want to. I was just curious. We don't really have anything on the agenda for the weekend. Technically Alpha DAO is supposed to be today. I guess we'll do Alpha DAO. Crime XBT's class is going to be on Tuesday. You got plans? Don't even trip, bro. Don't even trip. It was short notice. We'll do Alpha DAO for sure. And then Crime XBT's class is on Tuesday. I could try and teach something, but I don't know. I could just do anything random, honestly. Maybe I'll do some live trading. Problem is the market sucks. That Britain coin, Restore Britain. Oh, it's another one, a new one. That's interesting. We'd already seen one of these coins that launched, so then they just made a new one for no reason. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. We ran it up in the trenches. You already know what the fuck going on. I go by the name of YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. And this has pretty much been a Crypto Rap exclusive. We've taken a look around the market. We beat around the bush all evening long, trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. We talked about Bitcoin, we talked about Ethereum, about XRP, about BNB, about Solana. We covered Tron, Dogecoin. We looked at Cardano, Monero, Hyperliquid, Chainlink, Canton, Stellar, Zcash, Hedera, Litecoin, and so much more. Take a look at the meme coin market as per usual. Try to find all those crazy new pairs. There's been some bangers out there, but not really. It's been kind of a weak time in the market. But I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. We're all going to make it. I'm just stalling until 11 more people come. When 11 more people come, we've hit 2,500 viewers. If 11 more people come through to this stream, then I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure you guys join that Discord down there in the chat and hit that follow button if you don't follow me already. It's been a pleasure to have you guys. Go and check out my TikTok videos. They're pretty informative and educational and entertaining. If you go and watch those videos, hit them with a like, a comment, a repost, a share. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You're the best audience in crypto. Take care until the next time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be well till then. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. Until the next time, stay safe out there. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's a marathon, not a race.